See, when your body and your mind, right, and everything that you are is clogged up with the world. That means like when you eat a bunch of bullshit, you don't got no moderation in your life. You don't got no rest time. You don't drink enough water. Man, I used to get this water from the spring. That shit used to be so good. I ain't gonna front. I miss drinking some good water. I ain't had no good water in a minute. But when your body is all clogged up with the world, you get mixed signals from shit. But when you're purified, or close to it at least, you can read your signals correctly. So for women and men, you're with a woman, you're with a man, you're having sex, you end up having unprotected sex. You're aiming for children, you have children, you have what you call somewhat of a relationship. The balance of the scales of the understanding between both parties is pretty much the same, just on two different scales of comparison, I might say. Women want to be protected, so do men. Women want to be protected in the physical sense, but when men women want to be protected by men in the physical sense. Men want to be protected by women in a respectable sense. That's the difference. And nobody wants to take the time to put in to that mechanism what it means for that mechanism to serve both parties. Meaning you don't want to put the work in to see the outcome of that. Most of the time, the obliviousness of having your body, your mind, and your spirit with so many blockages, you believe that everybody's blocked like you. That's the catch-22. What do I mean by that? So when you got her fluids in your body as a man, or she got your fluids in her body as a woman, your fluids, your sperm and stuff like that goes to her brain, and it stays there. And it's DNA. Over a period of time, she starts taking on characteristics and traits of you. The same thing with you. You're taking in her fluids. She becomes a part of you. You start feeling her energy. You feel her. She can be somewhere else, emotional as shit, and you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with my babe? Like you're going to feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like, something ain't right, because she's going to be a part of you, and that part of you, and that part of her that's inside of you, you're going to pick up on as a signal for her while she's out there. This is the reason for you to be clean inside, so you get the right frequencies. Majority of the time, people will go so long and then think, well, it's been right this long, and people, they won't know, and da 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 da. You setting yourself up for the biggest fall, because you got a whole alarm system in either or of the partners, and you can't get mad when either or of the partner is checking you for the insurrection that you're doing to the contract that you signed with the individual. See, that shit kind of goes over a lot of people's heads, because you motherfuckers like to lie. You like to lie. You like to cheat. You like to steal. That's just what it is. So all this other shit, the cognitive dissonance of you believing that everybody thinks like you when you're in this fucked up mentality, the shit you doing, like, this shit is crazy to me, yo. Like, and I shouldn't be giving y'all all this juice right here, because whoever listens to this is literally gonna go, you know what? Let me go get some water in my system. Let me eat a little bit more moderate. Let me stop ODing on certain things, so I can really pick up on these signals, so I can learn how to start listening to these vibrations. I make y'all a whole X-Men out this bitch. Like, I'm serious. The shit I know and what people don't really know as far as putting things together, there's nobody's gonna think like me, because Divine made me the way I am. So I can literally recreate the value. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not doing anything to Divine's creation. I'm just showing you how to drive your own car correctly. You know what I'm saying? And once you implement these things and as devices, as far as your normal way of thinking, it's going to become an integrity base. It's going to become a normality. to where it's how you're going to start moving about everything. But ultimately, it's going to put you in alignment to serve the purpose correctly of that circumstance of being with somebody. Y'all don't even know how to indulge in a person. Like, this should be funny to me that a lot of people have conversations about shit that they don't even have an understanding on. But just so you don't sound like you don't know what these things are, you try to say or act like you do. You don't, because you never did it. I just don't do stuff like that. You just don't do it because you don't know how. Ain't no books out there for this shit. It's innate. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of the spirituality knowledge is you're not going to find in a book. It's because you was literally walking. You started walking righteous without somebody telling you what righteousness was. A lot of things in life happen for us like that, our culture like that. We just started doing natural shit that was right. Nobody said that's the right thing. You just felt it and started doing it. And then you would get granted within that energy. I don't want to call it a blessing, but you'll get granted in that energy. Blessed be to the value of that connection, meaning it'll be heightened ideals that come with that understanding that secures that value. And I ain't about to do this with y'all, yo, NAGA.